1226, Eddie Money from, I believe, his original album, his debut. The Real Deal is produced by Juan Gonzalez and Brendan Kraft. Also our executive producer, can't thank him enough, is Matt Louse. Second guest today is an accomplished communicator. Now, we have a lot of those. We talk to a lot of them. Many of them are accomplished, but this one has 25 years of doing different types of technical documentation in a wide range of industries. With us, you may have to help me, Carrie, with the pronunciation of your last name. Carrie?
Hi, Alan. Yes, Carrie Nowocin.
Nowocin, got it.
Nowocin.
You've got one of those deceivingly spelled and pronounced differently names. I've got one of those as well. We are going to talk a little bit about veterans and foster care today, and would you let us know what your business is?
Sure, yes. So I'm president of Carrie Me Productions, and we offer, media is well known for helping folks in getting them connected to. Sorry, I'm going to back up.
That's all right.
I'm so nervous. So my mom and I founded Carrie Me Productions in 2014. And we started with the goal of helping other charities to get their mission out there. And as I was going out and doing video, I discovered that a lot of folks were not receiving those services. The social services that we're told in mass media.
Were they? Was it because? Is it because they didn't know about it, or were they not able to qualify?
No, just folks were. I guess they didn't understand how people needed to come out of their situation. So, Carrie Me Productions turned into more of an advocacy team. And so right now we advocate for veterans, former foster youth, and we are also doing a media workforce program. So with the workforce program, we train veterans and former foster in media production so that they learn how to do their own stories and get their voices heard.
Okay.
And so we come kind of full circle. We started in 2014 as a media production to help the stories be told by those who are getting the services. And then now we're advocating for those who are using those sort of services.
Do you teach them how to do it?
Yes. So then we teach them, and they carry forward the knowledge that they learn to other individuals. And then we help them get connected to peer support certification. So we basically wrap our arms around the whole family. So our logo right now is as a home with arms wrapped around it. And that's really what my team does, is we encapsulate the whole family. So not just the veterans, so the veteran's spouse, the children, the young adults, we help them with their babies. Some of them we have a 21-year-old that has a 6-month-old baby, and we're helping them get vouchers and get reconnected with DCS so that they can get these services.
Okay. Carrie Nowocin.
Get off the streets and stay off the streets. Sorry.
That's always a laudable thing. What do you say to those that would present you with the opposing argument? And I'm not the devil's advocate, but a lot of times when I do interviews like this, the question comes up, which to me is the obvious question, and that is, what if they don't want help, Carrie?
Well, the individuals that come to us are the ones that are seeking the help, and they feel like their voices aren't being heard.
Okay.
So that's where the advocacy part comes in. We are licensed with Homeless Management Information System, which is the database that tracks those who are homeless. So we put case management notes in there. We connect with other local nonprofits, put in referrals, make sure that those referrals are followed through, and then they stay in our program also long term. So we have some individuals that have been in the program 10 years. We've been around for 12 years, and we have people who move around the state and they still contact us for assistance. And so that's one of the beauties of what we do, is we'll help people anywhere with any kind of situation. If they're not a veteran or a former foster youth, we do our best to guide them, but our funding mainly goes to veterans and former foster youth.
Now, as I read your bio, it said that you initially solicited help from the nonprofits, and then as you got deeper into your business, which is called Carrie Me, the nonprofits, not all, but many of them bailed on you. They didn't help you.
Unfortunately.
They gave you lip service, but they really weren't there to help you. Is it a facade for some of these people that are just making work for themselves and calling themselves a nonprofit? Is that what you discovered?
Well, I don't want to be negative Nancy, but
no.
it's
just your experience. You have to tell me your experience.
Yeah, so I have experienced some who have said, yes, we can help with that, but then don't follow through. And again, that's where our advocacy comes in. So we don't just put in a referral. We put the referral in, we assist that person. If they get a no, we say, it's okay. We're going to still be here to help you. Kind of serving like a family member. We always say, oh, you didn't realize you were going to join, you were going to have a new cousin. So we're all like their family member, as we would fight for each other. That's what we do. We become like their champions of getting stable.
So let me ask you. I mean, you've asked for help from the nonprofits. You said you've had a mixed reaction to that. Some of them obviously have helped you. What do the people do that you guide toward these specific nonprofits? I mean, is it just the lack of knowledge? Is this what you provide or fill in for them? Someone needs to eat. Do you send them to someone at the community food bank, for instance, here in Tucson or up in Phoenix? You're located in Tempe. How do you handle just food insecurity? That's a real problem for a lot of people that don't have houses.
That's a great question. So there is, a lot of people don't know this, but there is the Arizona Food Bank Network. So a lot of times we refer individuals to look at that website and to call the numbers, because that's all of Arizona. So they can be anywhere in Arizona, Flagstaff, Tucson, Phoenix. They just go on the map, look for what they need. They have lists of deliveries and, pick up time, sign up.
Yeah, you're basically what you call a service that will provide information and not necessarily other things.
So, well, for those who are in our program, we have done deliveries. So we're also one of the partner organizations with the Midwest Food Bank. So we do a pickup at Midwest Food Bank every other Tuesday, and then we distribute it to our community partners and some of our clients that are now in housing, and they're facing food insecurities. So the day or two before we go do a pickup, I'll contact them and say, what do you guys need? Do you need milk? You need eggs? Do you need snacks, frozen meat? What is it that I can provide to you if they don't have a vehicle? But we're not able to do that at a large scale because right now it's just me being able to drive around and do that. So that's one of the goals, is to have a fleet of vehicles and have our staff be able to go out and then also provide peer support. So those are the things that we really want to do, is have peer support, folks going out for non-emergency transportation, as well as delivering food and providing all those services to them at their location, not expecting people to come into us, because we don't have a brick and mortar. We are more a mobile outreach group.
Got it. Carrie Nowocin from Carrie Me Productions in Tempe, a company that's about 12 years old right now. We talked about the food issue. What other things do you provide in terms of services for people that not only are homeless, but what about somebody that just needs help maybe riding the bus or having some clothes or silly things like that, right?
Yeah. So again, we can give knowledge and the referrals to them for those items if they are in our program and they are actively completing our steps and being successful in building their own stability. Then we can deliver those items to them, like clothing, bus passes. We just partnered with Valley Metro, so we get discounted bus passes. So we have clients right now who are homeless, but they're trying to look for work. So if they show that they're looking for work, we can give them a weekly bus pass.
Gotcha.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if you go to some of these other organizations, you may get a bus pass for a month and then it stops because you have once in a lifetime assistance. So as long as you're connected with us through our program, we will continue to assist you in getting stabilized, and if we have the funding to purchase those items.
How do you receive your funding?
Right now, it's mainly me and my mother who's helped me start it, or we started this together. So we've probably spent, I want to say I've probably spent $200,000 or $300,000. She's probably spent almost equivalent because we've purchased a van at one point.
You also helped renovate. You renovated a house. Yeah. I was just going to say that you bought a house out of foreclosure, and then you renovated
it. A foreclosed home, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so we put money into that. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to get local businesses and other local individuals to support us, because 100% goes back into the community, because we're not doing this to have pay ourselves. We're doing it. We want to pay staff. We do want to pay veterans and former foster youth so they can continue to have some sort of income or supplement that income. But we're not doing it as like, this is my career, right? Mm-hmm. So my career is I'm a technical consultant. My mother is a retired school teacher, and everyone on my board works full-time jobs. We're just very passionate and loving towards other people. And we see we have a solution, and the solution works. We've helped, I want to say over the years, over 400 people get off the streets and have housing stability. And that's just through our own funding, our own money.
Carrie Nowocin.
So right now our ask is let's rally together and let's help our veterans and former foster youth. A lot of people don't know that there are many gaps in the system, and we need to make sure that people know that they are loved.
Of course. That is the big thing, isn't it? We have to be loved in this world without getting too obtuse about it. That's really what we need.
Well, you have love, you have purpose, right? Yeah. Somebody loves you, you have a purpose. You're that's where it starts.
Do you do anything in Tucson? I know you're based in Tempe, and you talked about Valley Metro for bus passes, but do you deal with anyone down here?
We are just now launching our workforce program down in the Pima area, Pima County. Mm-hmm. So Marana or Valley, Tucson. And we've actually met with the city manager of Tucson a couple weeks ago, Liz Morales, mm-hmm. and working with a couple different businesses. One of our board members, retired Lieutenant Colonel Dana Allman, she's very active in the community down there. So she and I tag team a lot on when veterans come in and need assistance. She's my go-to, I'm her go-to, and we get it done. Last week, I think it was two or three veterans that we helped avoid eviction just by advocating for them, and driving to them, talking to them. And on Sunday, I went out.
You have to insert yourself into the cogs of progress, right? And mm-hmm. get them mm-hmm. to stop the foreclosure, whatever it is that you did to help those people.
Yeah, so we contact the housing authority, and then we say, what's going on? What's happening with this situation? Here mm-hmm. we have a release of information. We're able to speak on their behalf and help guide them, because a lot of folks that are going through it, they don't understand it, and they're very stressed, and then frustration comes in, and then there's anger, and the point is not being addressed because of so much emotional impact.
And you cut through that. You cut through that.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So we try to mediate it and try to facilitate the conversation so it becomes more positive and constructive. Give me your website. I'm sure you have it. Love to put that out there for you. Sure. CarryMeProductions.org.
Okay. CarryMeProductions.org. All right.
Yes. We are on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have a couple different videos about some of the veterans that we've helped, working on publishing some of the stories of the youth that we're currently helping. Mm-hmm. We have 2 youth that just got accepted into an apartment. They're going to be moving in next week. And we fought for them to get their housing vouchers. And I hope at some point I'll be able to educate the public about how foster youth can get those vouchers. No wait lists, full stop. They can get them within a month.
It sounds like you're on the beach and you're throwing starfish back in, and somebody says, "Why are you doing that? It's a lost cause," and you say it wasn't to that starfish.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us.
All these starfish.
Of course. Got to do it one at a time. 12:42 on The Real Deal. Carrie, thank you. Enjoy your afternoon in Tempe, and we'll be back with our final guest.